Welcome back to another Reddit review. I'm doing a bonus video because I got another request for another replay. So figure I'll get one out of the way here. I can't record on weekends, so let's just get into another one. Why not? By the way, feeding is back, part 2, the Viego Kane player. Really into Viego, playing a lot of them. Asked for this 6, 5, and 6 game. Looks like they were confused because they were ahead, but Molly tilted, blaming them for losing the game. My first initial thoughts here, I mean, this seems like a hard game to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but to me this sounds like a pretty tough game to win in the late game. I just think Swain Yone with engaging Rakan is just really hard for your team to deal with. Tristana has some self-peel. You also have the Sona ult, but like if they get the jump on you without your teammates being able to get their abilities off, they just kind of die. Viego is decent into Yone, and I would say okay into Swain. I just feel like Swain is just so sustainy that like I don't know if you'd win an all-in fight versus a Swain 1v1 especially. I mean, you're pretty good at dueling as Viego, but I'm not really sure about that. I don't know. He probably has a little more stats like tankiness for you to deal with on your own. Warwick also kind of falls off late. Like, he can beat Yone in lane, but Yone will definitely outscale him at a certain point. Tristana also will be outscaled by Caitlyn eventually. Caitlyn just has better range than Tristana does. Tristana has really good all-in, but she's not going to be able to jump in against Trundle, Yone, Swain. Like it's just going to be really hard for I think Tristana to play these team fights. So I think all in all, like you kind of just this is a hard game to play in late game. You also have a Tristana Sona, which is just a terrible combo in lane. Like if this Sona was like a Leona, or maybe the Sona was like a sort of like an engaged champ for you. Could have been a better choice. Like Sona with Tristana just doesn't make any sense. That's just a really hard lane to play, I think. But let's see where you made a mistake, if any. Probably. Yeah, I mean, you probably made mistakes. What am I talking about? But my initial thoughts is this is probably just a hard game. But I think when low elo, like every game's winnable if you're like good enough. If you, I don't know if I'd have that high expectations of you to carry this game though. Like I wouldn't feel terrible about it, but like as a Smurf or something, like probably winnable, very winnable game. So we're going out of base, going through the blue. I think this is fine. We probably just want to go through lane though, because the home guards mechanic that they added into the game, it's actually faster. Like you'll lose your home guards as soon as you hit here. But if you're near the towers, you actually keep the home guards. So it's better just go through the lane here, and then you come out here and then check your stuff. Oh, actually, hold on 1 second. I did download Epic Pen. So let me see if I can get used to using it. Ha 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 ha. Look at that. Fancy. Let's put this here. Sure. Cool. Anyway, keep going. You're going to start blue. That's totally fine. In this game, do we want to go bot lane early on? I don't think that's great, actually. Again, this is kind of like going back to my analysis before we loaded up the game. Sona Tristana is not a great lane. I mean, Tristana's an early game ADC. She has a lot of bursts in the early game. She's got lethal tempo. She's probably can 1v1 the Caitlyn if she gets on her, but the idea is like I think Rakan is just maybe a little stronger than Sona early. Sona can poke. Like don't get me wrong, her passive gives her a decent amount of damage on what is it, like her 4th ability or something like that? After using 3 basic abilities, her next attack deals additional damage. So she can actually do some poke damage, but she's going to get outranged by Caitlyn a lot. So I just feel like this lane's going to be really hard for them to play. Well, we can see how it goes, how it turns out. But you also have Warwick, which, like, again, he's really strong in lane. This guy's a bully in the early game. And Yone is relatively weak early game. So this is actually a better lane to look at, I would think, than going bot lane in this game. And then like, and also like to add to that, you don't have to like commit to continuing going top, right? Like you can, if you go top and it starts failing, or if you go top and you get Warwick like 2 kills or so, or 3, or like he starts snowballing because you help him out once, then you can change your pathing later on, especially once Sona gets 6 and she has her ultimate and unlocks like a good amount of CC setup for you. Then you can start looking at bot. But early on, we probably just, I don't know if we really want to be pathing bot here, but I'm not gonna worry about the clear. You can figure that out. You're fully capable of figuring out the clears yourself. I don't have to worry about it. I don't even know the optimal clear on Viego anyway, so I'm not gonna pretend I do. So here we're looking at. Oh, actually, I should be just recalling, or I should be watching bot lane probably. See how this goes. Warwick already forced him to go back. Oh, Warwick's like out of mana though. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. They're actually winning early on. That's cool. I wonder how that happened. I kind of want to see. Sorry, I'm rewinding a lot, but this is kind of just how you analyze games. Like, also like as a jungler, it's good to like learn lane matchups because then it teaches you like it teaches you exactly where you can be playing in early game, right? If you know your bot lane is going to be stronger than their bot lane, you know you'll have backup for the crab and stuff like that. So that can determine where you want to path. So they actually do get the push. Is it okay? But like, what is Caitlyn doing? So this game is like an anomaly. This is where like you kind of have to throw this data point out in a way though. If you see stuff like this, like okay, they're in lane already. Why is Caitlyn just sitting in the bush? Like, what are we doing? She's just missing the entire first wave? For whatever reason? She's just letting it push. She didn't do anything. And she just got poked out because she let a bomb hit her head. Yeah, so that's not how you play a Caitlyn lane. So, it's kind of this is kind of like a bad data point. You can't say, oh, well, my bot lane got pushed against Caitlyn here, so that must mean Tristana Sona wins this. Yeah. This Caitlyn is just not playing Caitlyn properly. I'll be honest. Lux getting a kill was really awesome. It's really great for us. Let's see what we do with this lane though, with this lead that we have. So clearing. Actually, let me turn off their Fog of War. They just back. This is okay. So this is a little sus. What happens here? Okay, so if we are on our Krugs and we're looking bot lane at what's happening, we need to be watching what's going on while we're hitting our Krugs, because we need to know if we can enter river or not. Swain is missing, and you have no prior on mid, so there's a chance that Swain could just roam down here. And so if you're face checking into the crab, you might run into Swain and Trundle, and you could die. Caitlyn's really low. It's very likely, as soon as you see this, they're probably just recalling. So you don't have to really worry about bot lane. Swain does show back up in mid, so I think you're okay to actually just walk into this. You do kind of have to worry about Rakan because Rakan was healthy, but he's just gonna recall with Caitlyn most likely. Okay, so we're fine. We want to watch mid as we're doing this to make sure our mid laner doesn't need our help. This is kind of not your fault either though. Like, a good mid laner will be hovering, like a good mid laner would be able to see right now that her jungler is on the bot side of the map, right? So there's not really a good reason for her to be hovering this side like she's doing. She's hovering the top side of the map while her jungler's on the bot side, so you can't even really help her effectively. Just because the way she decided to lean on this side of the lane like this. Like, she shouldn't be running towards this bush, right? Like, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense when you're over here. A good mid laner will be playing on, like, this side of the map. She should be, like, looking to dodge into this bush instead, but is what it is. Can't really do anything about it. This is where you just kind of like, okay, not my fault if she dies. Oh my gosh, I'm not used to this. This epic bed thing. Okay, she gets ganked because yep, she was unaware that her jungler was on the bot side of the map and enemy jungler could have been on the top side taking the top scuttle, so. This is also something you can kind of like maybe direct them a little bit. Again, if they don't listen, it's fine. Like, you can use your pings. You can like ping that you're going for this crab, like just spam ping this crab like on the way, or like maybe just ping the crab. On the way might be a little misleading, but if you ping the crab like 3 times, and then you spam ping, you should spam ping this like right here in this bush, the be careful ping, because you haven't seen Trundle, right? You haven't seen him yet. You're on this crab, there's no sign of Trundle, so we can almost like assume that Trundle's on the top side of the map. We can try to protect our mid laner by pinging them like, be careful, like don't walk that way. It's a little too late at this point. She gets hit by the snare, she uses her Q. I think it's like at this point, as soon as you like put the ward in here, and you don't see Trundle around, you could just start spam pinging like don't go that way. There's a good chance she doesn't listen and she dies anyway, but that's like, I'm just trying to give you things you can do that are in your control that can maybe help, that will actually up your chances of winning games and saving your laners. She probably just dies anyway, but in other scenarios, maybe she doesn't. It was a very good counter gank by you. Really good, actually. I mean, you're not gonna kill them, but like, and you get the stun on him while he's under tower. You do all your damage. Do you flash after him here? It's a little risky to flash after him here because Swain is so healthy, so he might just clean you up afterwards. But you've procced Conquer. I'm just wondering if you can actually kill him. Maybe not. I mean, you have the red buff slow on him still. So there's a world that you might actually just kill this Trundle if you flash after him. Again, this is not, like, I don't know how to play Viego. Like, I don't actually play this champion, so I don't know his damage at this point in the game. So this is one of those things where you'd have to ask a Viego expert on this, or just try it yourself, like limit test, just like do things like this where you're like, okay, well, he flashed, flash after him, he's slowed, and then just wait for your Q to come up to do an auto Q on him and see if that kills him. I am almost like tempted to say you don't kill him because his Q is up. Because doesn't his Q like heal him or something? When an enemy dies near Trundle, he stores... Okay, no, it's when the enemy dies. This doesn't heal him. I thought it did. It has no heal on it though. I thought, for some reason, I thought his Q did heal. But maybe I'm thinking of... I'm probably thinking of Nunu. But yeah, I think like maybe you actually do kill him here if you like, you would flash after him. If he turns around to auto you, you can auto him. But if he just keeps running, you want to save your auto because he'll, oh no, I guess you'll get the red buff slow. You can still auto him, yeah. You just flash after him, you auto attack him, wait for your Q, and then you can auto Q, and he probably dies. And if he doesn't, well, you learn something. You know, you learn something new. You go to the next game. Like, you need to start learning like your limits on your champion, and that's kind of how you do it. You just like what they call limit testing, right? It looks like inting sometimes, but it really is like just learning, okay, in this situation I have this much damage. Like at base when I don't have any items, like this is how much damage I can do, and this is how much damage I can't do, you know? And you only learn that through experience, really. And by trying things. I would say I think this is where you probably just back off, unless you think you can kill. Again, like this is like a limit test thing. Like maybe you do kill him here, but you just misplayed. He flashed out. As soon as he flashed out, the play's over. You have to flash his pull. You just flash away, that's fine. Oh, the manual camera's on. Okay. Totally fine. I think you did. Honestly, I think you played that really well, for the most part. I think, like, again, you could try to limit test and, like, flash towards the Trundle, try to kill him. Totally down to try things like that, but... Overall, I think you played it fine. What are we... So, this is fine, too. I think, like, I was seeing the clear, and I'm like, this is probably fine, too. I'm just trying to think, like, how much gold do you have? 960? Yeah, this is fine. I think it's fine to just go back to your camps, because your Gromp is spawning, so you don't want to miss the respawning of your camps. But I think this is one of those situations where, since you're doing your second clear already, if you want to be ready on the map when Trundle is ready on the map, so you don't, like, get out-tempoed by him. This is like a tempo thing. Let me toggle it. He's backing right now, right? So he's going to go spend his gold. He's going to get to go spend his gold before you because you're going to do your Gromp, right? So if he's going to be able to spend his gold before you, that just means he's going to be ready to do a gank before you. So he's going to have the first move, is how you have to think about it. Maybe I'm throwing too much information on this. This might be a little too much to be explaining all this. Because some of this stuff you don't really need to know. But in other words, he's just going to be able to gank before you, is what I'm saying, in this situation. And so doing a full clear might not necessarily be the best idea here, because if you do a full clear and he shows up bot lane, you can't really respond that well because he's going to be way stronger than you are. Because you won't have spent your gold yet. You'll be still, like, sitting on just your little jungle pet item, and he's got money. Or he's going to buy whatever he's going to buy here. You got the shovel. Or axe. It looks like an axe, but it looks like a shovel. It says it's an axe. But... So there's a chance here, like, you could just do, like, Gromp, Wolves, and then recall, and then go spend your gold, and then go back to your Raptors, but... I guess that's, like, more advanced, though, I guess. Okay, so Caitlyn gets a kill on Sona. See, this is how I would expect the game to go in bot lane. Caitlyn just has more range overall, so, like, I mean, Sona just can't walk up. Like, look at this. I mean, yeah, she's just gonna get cooked every time. Okay, we know Sona's dead. They're coming out of base, though. This is pretty cool. We definitely don't want to go to the dragon because we have money. So this is a situation where, okay, you're 1,500 gold. You haven't backed since the beginning of the game yet. You haven't even recalled to buy your first item, so we don't want to do anything. It's not your turn to make plays right now. You need to just go back and spend your money. Yeah, this is not good. This is not a good play. And we're doing the dragon again. See, this is something that I think you need to work on. This is the third game I think I watched where 6 minutes you're doing the dragon. Just go spend your gold. Golden XP wins over everything, I promise you. Like, you're sitting on 1,600 gold. Just go spend your gold. go get some items. You, especially as Viego, you're the carry this game, man. Like, you're playing a carry champion. You need to be selfish, and, like, who cares about the Drake? Your team might want the Drake, because, oh, wait, we want to stack Drakes, blah, 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 but, like, you're the carry. Like, you're gonna win this game, Drakes or not, by just getting yourself more items than the enemy team. And it's like, if you look at this, you're just making the game way more chaotic. Like, think about this. Like, this is making the game really chaotic for no reason. Like, this is just a lot of randomness happening here. Like, you could have avoided this. Lux is, like, confused, like, why you guys are fighting the dragon right now, because Swain's able to respond to this, and she's sitting in base like, guys, like, why'd you start the dragon? I don't understand. Why are you feeding my laner? Yeah, now you die to Swain. Swain has gotten 2 kills off of this, and Lux is pissed. And now Trundle can move before you again, because you had to go back to base, you bought your items, and now you have to clear the camps, and Trundle's just doing crab, and he can just come and gank mid. Oh man, this Lux, this poor Lux, man. There's nothing you could have done about this gank either because of the snowball effect of doing the dragon. What happened at the dragon, this is a direct snowball to this, that Trundle can come and gank your Lux without you being able to do anything about it. And Lux's game is like over now, and it sucks because she's 3-1. Like, she's actually doing really well. And she's just kind of getting turbo fucked right now. And this is a bad gank. This is really bad gank. Again, I think we went over this on the last VOD where you tried to gank a lane that was like Seraphine and Hui, I think it was. Is that right? Am I thinking of something? Am I thinking about that right? Might have been. And they were full HP. Like, they're full HP. The Swain is full HP, plenty of mana to work with, and he has his ult up. I know you probably don't know if he has his ult up at this point in the game because, yeah, sure, he ulted at the Dragon Pit, so we're not entirely sure if it's up or not, but like, bro, this is... It's cooked because he's full HP, and he's just gonna walk away. Like, there's nothing you can do here. So we should just be clearing our camps. Let's get ourselves strong. Let's keep clearing our camps. This is all good. This is all good. Now, your bot lane's backing. So I think a concept that you need to learn too, maybe it's like red light, green light. Doesn't seem like you know this. This is something that Nathan Mott talks about. He's a jungle coach, been for a while, and your bot lane's recalling right now, right? So we have the red light. There's no entering the intersection, no entering the river right now because your bot lane is not able to back you up. You're just running in blindly, and you're gonna get... Ooh, if Rakan got a knock up there on you, and then Caitlyn could put a trap under you, you probably die. I mean, you at least blow your flash and ult probably to get out. You can't enter river here. You don't have your bot lane. You need to just leave. It's just a numbers game, right? Like, red light, green light just means like, okay, my bot lane's not here, so I have no backup. The enemy team is here. I just can't go. You can't go in yet. If your team is here and they're ready to go, then it's green light, right? But they're not here. And your mid laner's backing, like, this crap's not yours. Oh my gosh, you get so lucky that Trundle isn't here. What is Trundle doing? He's probably wasting his time hitting the grubs, isn't he? Yep. Sure is. But when everybody's bad, you can get away with things. It's nice. Swain's ganking top. This is all good. This is fine. I'm trying to respond. You have nothing else better to do. I think the only thing I would argue that you could do here, if you do the crab, let's see what happens here. You see Swain moving in there. Do we see the grub take? Okay. Okay, we don't see the grub take until now. I was gonna say, like, if you were doing crab and you saw the void grubs being taken, you could enter his jungle and take his camps instead of running all the way over here. Because there's just like, there's nothing to do here. The grubs are already gone, right? So you're kind of wasting your time. I think playing with Lux here, though, is really good because your Lux is strong. I think we don't want to commit to this, though. Your Warwick's kind of low. I guess Yone is also very low. I just, in a straight 2v2 fight, does Swain Trundle beat Viego Lux? I would probably say so, yeah. So I almost kind of don't... I wouldn't like committing to this. Okay, okay. Warwick's still with us, and the Yone is playing so safe. I mean, to be fair, Yone is out of shit. He's no flash, no ignite, no ult. So this is great because Warwick is able to still follow up. It would be hard to say if, like, you know, because, like, would you have been able to see this when you're doing crab? Like, I wouldn't be looking top right here, but I bet a challenger player probably would be. I probably would have missed this, though, that Yone had already ulted and ignited in a flash. So I probably would have missed it. But I think if you're a good player, you probably have moved your camera up here and seen this fight happen while you're running up this way. This is so great. Actually, this is really good. So, like, if you knew that Yone couldn't actually help, and Warwick was able to still help because he had Flash and he had his E and he could just stun people, it's kind of a decent fight, actually. Is it actually? Is it decent? Let's see. Lux missing her Q kind of sucks. Okay, we kill the Trundle. That's great. Lux needs to back the fuck out. I think you need to ignore the Swain here and maybe just try to kill the Yone. We flash. Our flash is really bad here. I think you just ignore the Swain and you just try to kill the Yone. You can just hit the Yone, and then if Yone snaps back, it's fine. Just save your flash. Swain is just so strong at this point, yeah. Like, you need anti-heal to actually deal with this guy. Yeah. Swain is insanely strong without anti-heal, so... That's what I'm saying, like, I don't think Viego actually beats Swain, so this game gets really tough. You have to buy Grievous Wounds for this guy. So out of base, where do you want to go? In my opinion, your Sona is now level 6. We want to maybe start thinking about playing with our bot lane here. But there is a world where we can maybe get Warwick even more fed, or we can get kills on this Yone, because we know Yone doesn't have any abilities left. There's actually a way for you. You're an 0-2, so your game's kind of cooked right now. To get yourself back in the game, I'm probably avoiding the shit out of this mid lane. And I'm probably... Like, you could do either. You could either go Gromp, Wolves, Raptors, Krugs into bot lane here. Like, they're gonna recall soon, so like by the time you do your full clear, they'll probably be back in lane. They don't have ults, which sucks, neither do you, but you just kind of wait on that. Or you do the opposite, you do Krugs, Raptors, Wolves, Gromp, and then you go top. It just depends which lane you think you're gonna get the kill easier in, and in my opinion, you probably get a kill on Yone easier than you do on Caitlyn Rakan. You're pinging the dragon. Oh man. See, no, this is no. We don't care about the dragon, dude. No, we don't care. We don't care about the dragon here. We don't care about the dragon. We need to get gold. You're so behind. You're actually so behind right now. You need to get gold. You're even. You're kind of even with your counterpart here. Actually, you're actually 200 gold up on him. But as compared to the rest of the game, people in the game, like, you're kind of behind. Like, you're behind Swain. Oh, I guess you're kind of okay with these guys. With the laners. That's actually very surprising. Your laners, the enemy laners are just not farming very well. You do have Kraken Slayer, so you're in a good position item-wise. This dragon isn't horrible because your bot lane didn't back. It looked like your bot lane, honestly, I think bot lane should just back here. I mean, look, Tristana has 2,000 gold. She's kind of griefing by staying. She stays for the plate. Yep. And then she stays for dragon. Oh god. She just needs to back. She really needs to back. But she's gonna stay because if she doesn't stay, she misses this wave. And the next one. Oh gosh. Okay, Trundle ganks top. Yikes. Another reason I don't like taking dragons, I'll give you another point on this, is it announces to the entire game, like everybody in the game now knows that you're over here on the dragon pit. As soon as you do the dragon, they know you're here. So you give away your position, and Fog of War doesn't matter anymore. Trundle knows your bot lane. He can gank top for free, knowing that you can't help him at all. And then Trundle kills himself. Oh my goodness. Oh, you missed the W. That sucks. Yeah, we don't mess with this Swain. He's so strong. When he ults like this, you just run away. Oh, she hit the binding. Oh, now you hit him. His ult's out. His ult had ran out. That's when you fight him. It's similar to like... It's similar to Lowy, right? Think about it, like Swain ult and a Lowy ult are very similar. If as soon as they ult, you just run away. You just do not interact. Do not interact. Let them just waste their ult, right? Let them waste it. Because as soon as they like both Alawi and Swain, when they have ult, they're just they're a completely different champion. They're absolutely horrendous champion to deal with. Warwick still wins top, by the way. He has his ult still. Oh, actually, he's 2 levels behind. How'd that happen? Holy shit. They have the same CS too. How'd that happen? He's bugged. He's growling a lot. He's very bugged. I don't know. Okay, this ward is pretty. Okay, this is another moment in the game where it's red light, green light. Swain's in mid. That's the enemy mid laner. Your mid laner is in base. Do not enter the intersection. Do not cross the intersection. This is a no-go. You don't do this. Think of it like there's a big old red light right here saying no. It's a big old red light. Whatever this is supposed to be. Yep. Do not cross. Okay, back to this. Now Swain's missing. Guess what? Where do you think Swain is right now? He could be very well coming over here to come kill you. Trundle shows bot. Okay, so right here, Trundle's showing bot. Your mid laner is back in mid. Swain is back in mid. Now, it sounds really dumb, but now you can actually invade. It's all about information gathering. It is all about information gathering as a jungler. Look at your minimap a lot. Watch where everybody is. Swain is in mid. He can't respond to you invading his camps now. To be fair, there's no camp up. This would be a good opportunity to invade him now, instead of the time when you did. So let's see what you could have done otherwise. So we're doing a full clear up to top side. We clear the blue. You have 1,500 gold. I would say go spend your gold. You could also try to gank top, because we still know that Yon doesn't have any flash. Doesn't have his flash. Gosh, Warwick is just bugged up here. So you could technically gank top lane right here. Or you recall. I think those are the best moves you have right now. Not going into the jungle like this. We recall after warding the raptors, which is good. We could just go do our red buff here instead of waiting around. Just go do your red buff. Yeah, do the red buff. Do our camps. This is totally fine. Do more camps. Do your raptors. Watch bot lane. They're fighting. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now what? We know Trundle just has been ping-ponging, right? We first saw him go top when we were bot. We went top, he was bot. So what do you think now? Trundle is probably on the top side of the map. We also did see him on this raptor ward, right? So the raptors were here, and we put our ward down. We were able to track the idea that he did his raptors, right? So we do know he's on the top side of the map. He goes towards this way. We know he's up there. So what can we do? We can either try to counter gank top lane, which is kind of risky because we don't know if Swain's going to roam up there or not. We could also try to counter gank mid lane, or we can go bot lane. Arguably right now, I actually do think your best option is to go topside here. But you don't want to show yourself. Don't try to gank. We're going to just try to... We know that Trundle's on the top side of the map, so this is a good opportunity to try to bait him into a bad fight. Okay, this is not bad either. Okay, this is actually not bad either, because Swain kind of, like, walked into you in a way. Like, you coming over here is fine. I would just sit in this bush and see if Swain does anything bad, or if Trundle shows up. Swain kind of just walks into you, because it looks like he was trying to ward, maybe? So this is totally fine. Man, I also just... Your Lux just misses everything. Oh my gosh, you win this. Oh, nice. So do you see how close that was? Because he's half HP. He's like half HP and you're full HP. And he still almost killed you. So if he was full HP, it's a little different story, but because he was half HP, it's a really good fight. Again, so like you gank at when he's at half HP, it's really good. I just find it funny too that he just kind of... He also did the thing that I was saying earlier that Lux did to you, where Swain's jungler is on the top side of the map and he's leaning on the bot side for some reason. So you get away with the same thing that Trundle was able to gank the Lux like early on in the game. So totally fine. When enemies make mistakes like this, it's totally fine. Just capitalize on it. You get a kill, it's totally awesome. You kind of sacked top lane for it, and that's totally fine as long as you're getting kills. Get our Gromp. We cannot enter here quite yet because we don't know where Trundle or Yon is. I think what you do is just back again. You're like kind of just running around. You have nothing to do here. You just need to back after Gromp. You're at 1,500 gold again. You probably have an item here, actually. You probably can buy Collector, or whatever this is going to be. Is it Collector, or I would assume? Yeah, like you spent a good amount of time. This is like a big waste of time. It's 1628. You spent like 10 seconds to walk over here to recall, instead of just recalling immediately. It's really funny. Man, your bot lane's just getting smacked. I don't think this is your fault. I really don't. I mean, you could maybe respond to this if you didn't waste 10 seconds doing that. I also just don't really understand why Trundle wasn't doing the Herald. Like, he probably could have done the Herald because he had Prio in top lane. Like, if we go back, like here, when you guys are fighting here, what does Trundle do? Does he just back? What does he do? He just runs the bot lane? Like, what is this? What is he doing? Like, he's doing the same thing you did. He just randomly ran for 20 seconds before recalling. Is he not going to recall? Oh, he does recall. That's so funny. I don't know. It's like... I think it's just analysis paralysis. It's probably like just because you guys are in low elo, you're not used to thinking quickly and just like you can't hesitate. You just gotta just go, right? Like you're wasting a lot of time doing this. Like he has, again, yeah, he has 1900 gold. He could, I mean, he has Yon up here. He could definitely just do the Herald, or he could just recall, like recall right now. But he just like kind of runs and does this. I'm very surprised he doesn't do the Herald here, but it's what it is. He just shows up bot lane, kills your bot lane. If this is what you're talking about, where the bot lane blamed you for not helping them, I disagree. It's not your fault. I think you're totally fine right now. I think like there's probably opportunity you had to help bot lane, but you kind of messed it up with your tempo early game with that first dragon at 5-6 minutes or whatever. That dragon like really messed up your tempo, and that's probably why you're ping-ponging back and forth where Trundle has first move to gank bot before you can respond to it. So if you can clean up those just random dragons in the early game, I don't think this is going to be as much of a problem in your next games. Okay. Okay. Totally fine. No. Oh, get the reconsole. Get the reconsole. Yep. Get a CC with your W. Oh, you don't know how to play Rakan, do you? There you go. Then transform. Yep. This is perfectly good. This is such a good fight. We take the dragon. Your team wants to back here. Very interesting. They don't help you with the dragon. Why are iron players and bronze players just so allergic to helping the jungler with the dragon? This is crazy. I'd be so mad. I would just not take the dragon, like out of spite. I would just not take it. If everyone wants to back and not help with the dragon, it takes like 10 seconds if everybody helps with it. But because they don't help, it takes you like 30 seconds to do it. And I'd just be like, no, I'm not going to waste my tempo like that. You all get the recall and spend your gold, but I have to sit here for 30 seconds doing the dragon? Nah, fuck that. Out of tilt, I wouldn't even do it. This is good. I like the, I would have rather you probably just back after the dragon to get tempo back. Because again, you're sitting on 1500 gold and your entire team's in base. So to sync up with your team here, it'd just be better to recall. Because now you haven't spent your gold, and guess what? Your team's ready to go on the map, right? Your team got to go back to base and spend their gold, but you haven't gotten to. And so you're kind of out of sync with them. Oh my gosh, here comes Swain! Oh god! Okay, so what happened here? Let's see. There's nothing for you to do here. There's absolutely nothing for you to do here. I think recalling is totally fine. I don't think you should have recalled now. I think you should have recalled like 15 seconds ago, 20 seconds ago without clearing these camps. Because if you had and just been doing like Krugs right now, instead of recalling because you need to spend your gold, you would be able to respond to the Swain roaming bot. So this is kind of your fault. I'm gonna blame this one on you. Because you just didn't sync up with your team. After doing the dragon, just recall. Spend your gold, and then you can just do like... You could either clear top to bot, or you could have gone to Krugs, and then maybe you would have seen the Swain moving, would have spotted him on the ward, and then just been able to respond to this and actually help them.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
This is kind of their fault. This is kind of their fault for dying because we did see the missing pings from, wow, I didn't know I could move the minimap like that. That's funny. We did see the missing pings from Lux. She did mention it. And our bot lane's just being aggressive for absolutely no reason. So this is kind of their fault, but it's also, it was preventable. Like you could have helped this is how I look at it. It's like, it's kind of their fault, but at the same time, you could have prevented them dying here if you had played the sequences a little better. Wow, Lux just gets solo killed. That's crazy. Okay, she just dies. This is fine too. This isn't your fault. You're just trying to clear your camps. Totally fine. Sona's blaming you for that. I mean, to be honest, this, again, now it was kind of your fault. I'm not going to go over it again. I already said it like 3 times. We're helping top lane. This is totally fine. You have nothing better to do, really. Oh, don't know how Yone works. Okay. Need to learn how Yone works a little bit better here. You do kill him, it's fine, but... Okay, stay in the shadow here. You're staying in the shadow. Okay, he ults. You need to dodge this ult. Or, another thing is just walking back a little further. I guess he always goes behind anyway, but he's gonna end up right here at the tip of his ultimate. Right, so like, we just stay back here. I guess it's fine. It's totally fine. If you can dodge it, it'd be great, but it looks like you were charging your W, trying to stun him. I wouldn't even charge my W. Play more patient here. Because he has... You notice how he has the wind, like, all around him? That little aura he's got going on? That's his passive thing, or his Q passive. where he can use it a second time to get the dash. So you just want to save your W here. Let him use his dash up first. Just walk around or over here. You know, just cutting off his path, just wasting his time. Let him use his dash, and then you go for your W, because with his dash up, he can dodge your stun. And also his ult, obviously, is going to dodge your stun. So we just want to buy time, be a little more patient. Let him use his abilities first, and just keep your distance and keep him closed off from leaving. Yeah, you definitely still can win this game. I think you're actually pretty strong at this point. You need your third item, probably. I'd just be thinking about right here. We don't want to make any plays necessarily right now in the game because you're pretty close to your third item, I think. I don't know what you're building here, but I mean, you have 2 components for it already. And you just want to get your third item, probably. I'd be really greedy here. I'd be very selfish. Just ping people, be like, I don't want to do anything. I'm just trying to farm for my item. Be super selfish. Your raptors aren't up, but your wolves are, so go do those. We don't need to play mid. Just go hit your camps. Running bot is like not great because he's just gonna recall. Okay, hit this minion wave, hit this minion wave. There's a cannon right here. You're just letting this XP die. Okay, you bought your item, you had your item, so that's fine. But like, no reason to leave the cannon if we're gonna run all the way bot for it. Nothing, you know, get something out of it, right? So now, this is another tempo issue. We have our item. We have 3 items, right? We came out of base, 3 items. What does this wolf camp do for you? This wolf camp doesn't do anything. It doesn't even give you a level up. This wolf camp doesn't do anything. So we don't need to clear it. We have 3 items. Let's just play with our Lux. Yeah, Lux is recalling. Warwick is kind of in danger. To be honest though, like your bot lane, they did recall, so like you actually don't have a lot to do. But we need to be looking to make a play now. Now we're ready. We have 3 items. We have our ultimate. We have our flash up. Like, you're ready to play the game. Someone disconnected. Damn. So dragon's up. We have 3 dragons. Why are we giving this dragon up? You love dragons in the early game, so why are we giving up this dragon? I think this might actually be bot lane's fault here. So they win a fight in mid. Kind of. They just trade supports. And then they just recall. Gosh, you need to get vision on this dragon. But your entire team leaves, so like, I guess you just kind of have to give this dragon up. There's nothing you can really do about that because your team just like made a random fight in mid. You could have maybe like warded for this, but even if you put a ward there, it's not like you can really do about it. You just there might be a chance of you dying, so this is fine. You lose that dragon, is what it is. Your team just wasn't in sync with the dragon spawn, that just happens. This fight is kinda good. Yeah. I mean, you're really strong. Keep your Lux alive. Oh shoot, she keeps missing that Q. Oh no. No, leave. You need to leave. Oh god. Yeah, I need to leave. So, Viego is a lot like Master Yi, where like you are a very good champ at coming in and cleaning up fights. You are not good at just being a front line and sitting there and taking damage. Obviously, because you have like very bursty attack damage stuff, you literally build like a Master Yi. So you have to think that way. You're not there to just like sit in the mid and like show people where you are and like let them hit you and stuff. You need to be a cleanup crew, right? So showing yourself here is not good. Like, you just kind of ran into mid and showed yourself. So we just need to not do that. We could just sit here and wait and see how the fight goes. Let them come to you, and then you fight. You get surprised by this Trundle coming up on the side like this. Your E is down, so like you're kind of like a sitting duck now. And so we just need to leave. Like, as soon as she hits this ultimate, she actually gives you a window to get out of this fight. right? Like, the Sona ult's actually pretty good to save your life. Yeah, she hits it, leave, just run. I mean, I guess you staying a little bit actually got you to dodge the Swain ult, or Swain W, or whatever that is. Is that his W, E? Maybe his E, yeah, whatever. You get shut down. That's as bad. This is where you guys lost the game, huh? So y'all die in mid lane. To be fair, this Tristana's taking some really weird fights. I'll be honest. Okay, you get the blue buff. Okay, Swain ulted. Let's just leave. We don't know where the rest of our team is right now, right? We have Warwick here. We see Yone. We see Swain. Okay, we see Caitlyn and Rakan in bot lane, but where's Trundle? We don't know. This could be a 2v3 that you're fighting with Swain ult. Oh my god, you just melted him. That was crazy. Viego things, I guess, huh? Oh yeah, that was great. It's just kind of risky though. Like, why are we fighting this? I don't know what we're fighting here. Do we see Trundle? Like, where's Trundle at? Why is Swain here and Trundle's not? Okay, it works out. I just don't know where Trundle is at this point in time. I'd be worried that Trundle would have been there, but your bot lane just dies randomly in bot lane. Not your fault. Okay. We're just waiting on our team to just kind of get, like, in sync right now, which is not happening. This is like a really hard part of the game, especially in lower elo when teammates just don't know what to do. They just kind of randomly die. Lux needs to not move up like this on her own. Maybe you could be, instead of doing your camps here, like you should just be hovering the Lux, because Caitlyn's dead, Swain is dead, Yone's dead. You could 2v1 the Trundle and the Rakan. You really could. At this point in the game, camps are not worth as much. You know, like you've already farmed, like you have 3 items. You're really strong, you're ready to go, you're online. So, wait, I just noticed you don't have boots. I just noticed you didn't buy boots. Okay, this is really awkward. It's double log sword? Like, you should have boots by now, bro. Oh my goodness, you don't have your boots yet. This is not good. You should have boots. Not good. I just noticed you don't have boots. That's funny. Okay, your Lux is like way up. So like this is one of those things where, again, back in the when I was saying like you want to do everything in your control. So ping your Lux, tell her to not be here. Like, why is she all by herself up here? And you shouldn't be doing your camps here because she's pushed up. You already have your 3 items. Let's just go. Let's just go help our Lux. Like, what is she doing? If you're here, you want to actually just kill them. At this point in the game, it's all about syncing up with your team. Like, if your teammates are all by themselves, this is where the people start throwing, right? People are getting picked one by one because everyone's off by themselves. You have to start thinking about where your teammates are at all times at this stage in the game. They're more important than where your camps are, because a single pick could mean the game's over at this point, right? So being in mid here is kind of... It's good, like you should be hovering them here, this is fine, but we need to be like in the jungle hovering them. Like go over here and try to get vision. What do we have no vision on Baron, they could be on it. So we need to buy control wards, maybe use our vision score. Like you don't buy sweeper, so like, and that's fine. Like I mean, it's better to have sweeper, but since you don't have it, you should use your ward to get wards on Baron, so we know where they're going, what the enemy team's doing. And they took Baron, okay. Yep. Alright, so you just have one final stand. Let's do one more team fight. Okay, don't follow this Warwick. He's kind of trolling. They're just hunting. This is just like ARAMing now at this point. Let's play more secretively. So we don't... this is like a bad E. Like again, play like Master Yi. You're playing in the shadows. You don't want to be spotted. You don't want the enemy team to know where you are, because as soon as they do, they can just turn all their focus on you and you just die. Caitlyn is over here for some reason. Yeah, so you're just showing yourself too early. I don't like this play because you're just kind of... You're kind of in the front just doing everything. This is great. You just peel back, kill the Rakan, maybe? Oh man. See, like, you just get caught by everything because you're in the middle of the fight. We don't want to be in the fight. We don't want to be getting hit by Yon's ult. And that's how you lose the game. That's probably where you lose the game, isn't it? I mean, they at least get... Yeah, they're gonna get Dragon, they're gonna get Inhibitor, it looks like. Yeah. So that's kind of where you lose the game. I think it's just a matter of learning how to team fight better with Yon. Your early game honestly wasn't that bad. I think it's just... Again, it's just kind of a tempo thing, like, which is like something not easy to do in like a low elo, but... Just to recap, I guess. Let's stop doing these early game dragons and let's spend our gold. Like, have more importance on spending your gold. Because, like, sure, gold is great when you have it spent. If it's sitting in your inventory, it's not doing anything for you. You have to spend it on items. This is fine, like, this is fine, this is all good. And again, like here, like I was saying, like, Trundle's gonna get the recall before you. I think it's totally fine if you want to do a full clear here, but you have to be conscious that if you do a full clear here, you're going to have a lot of money in your pocket. And so you don't want to make a play, you want to just recall. Let's go spend our money. So this play sucks. And let's stop doing this early game dragons with no gold. With no items, I should say. I think that's the biggest thing. And I think the other thing to think about is just like that one play where you were doing dragon, your entire team recalls, which sucks. Tempo is a thing. Like, you just, if your team is recalling, then you recall. If your team is on the map ready to go, then you can make a play. If your team's in base, then you're not entering the river on the other side of the map because you could just get collapsed. Like, if Swain is in mid and Lux is recalling, we're not entering river. Like, we're not, you know, this is a no-go zone because Swain is here, your Lux is here, and she's going back. Okay, so hopefully that helps. All in all, I don't think your bot lane is correct in saying that you solely lost this game. I think they kind of trolled a lot. I mean, I think everybody does in this elo. Like, everybody on your team has made mistakes in this game. Like I was pointing out, like, your Lux was really strong, but then she randomly kind of like would push up and she got caught in mid lane and is doing stuff like that. Like, she's obviously making mistakes as well. Your Warwick's making mistakes. Everybody's making mistakes. You also lost the game. You literally lost your teammate the entire game at the end when you got caught in mid lane by the Yone ult because you're too busy being a frontline when you need to just chill, stay in the shadows, wait for enemies to use their big AoE ultimates and stuff. Like, let Yone once he uses his ult, and once you see Rakan use his charm and jump in and use all of his charms up already, then that's a good time to be like, okay, they're key abilities that could CC me and kill me are down, so I'm gonna go in now. But you have to make it a surprise, you have to stay hidden, you can't just be randomly sitting in the middle of the team fight so that they can all focus you, because you're really squishy and as soon as you get CC'd, you're gonna die. That's all I got. Hope that helps.